Hey guys, good morning. Tony here. I'm a little late to the party, just because I was really busy yesterday and I couldn't really talk about much. I couldn't really make videos, right? But if you're part of the Patreon, I mean, you would have probably taken profit somewhere around here. At least I like to think so. I actually ended up yesterday. I ended up selling, well, last week actually. I think on Friday or Thursday. I actually ended up selling partially out of some crypto stocks that I was holding. Like for like Riot, Bitfarms, Hut 8 Mining, things like that. And then I also sold yesterday. I actually ended up selling one or two Riot calls. I mean, I think overall I took like a 10K profit, and then I was like, you know what, it's getting really weird. There's a lot of things going on right now that are giving me signals that we're gonna drop, and lo and behold, we did. And this is basically what I put yesterday for my Patreon members. Like we can either run up and come down or come straight down, and that's what we did. We just came straight down to like 58.6, almost touching 58K exactly. Personally, I think we're still gonna go down. I still think there's a lot of more room to actually drop. You actually broke trend that was pretty strong ever since October 7th. So that's super bad. This is not good at all. The fact that you actually broke trend, and the fact that you actually, you more than likely you might see a retest back on trend, and maybe you'll see like another drop. I think personally we're still gonna go down. I mean, on the weekly, you guys can see that we are starting to show signs of another bear close. Last time this happened, right? Last time we actually closed bearish, we had a pretty nice singular drop from 53K all the way down to 42,980. We came back up here, it's probably to retest that resistance, and then dropped again all the way down to 39K on Bitcoin. I personally think we're still going to keep dropping. I think there's a solid chance that we go all the way back to trend, which would put us possibly somewhere in the range of like, I don't know, like 49, 50, 50K. So I'd say right now we have a really strong chance of hitting 52.8, like 50K, somewhere around this range over here. I think somewhere around that region. And it's just how I see it, right? I'm not saying this to be bearish or anything. But at the moment, yeah, I am bearish. But yeah, I mean, if you want, like, it was an easy tell, right? Because you were starting to see really early signs of the weekly closing bearish, which is this little green dot right here, and that's what happened, right? It ended up, yeah, you ended up seeing early signs yesterday, and then you have that big sell off, right? If you want access to this reverse MACD setup, um, and how to trade this, you can join my Patreon. It'll be on the link. I know I should be better about posting it and all that stuff, because I get a lot of messages and comments about, hey, where's your Patreon link? Where's your Patreon link? And more than likely, it should be in the description. I try to add it in there now, but I tend to forget sometimes. But yeah, I think we're still gonna drop. I mean, especially right now after you close a bull, you close essentially a perfect buy right here, right at 60K, and then you're trailing sideways. So all I'm waiting for is another bear close, and I fully expect us to go back down to like 58K, something like that, or at least back to where that wick is at 58.6. So don't be surprised, you know, to see something, from where we are now. Don't be surprised to see something like this, like that, basically. I mean, you do have the 4 hour that wants to run to the upside, right? You can essentially have a perfect buy-in, like right here. How strong is this support? What are we at? 58K-ish, 60K-ish? I mean, you have pretty strong support on 60K, right? It's been holding strong since October 16th, because all you've really been doing is trading sideways off from that level. So, I mean, I think right now would be a pretty solid entry to get into Bitcoin. And then if we do drop, you can just average in. But I think, from here, if the 4 hour does close bullish, there's a strong chance that you probably just run up here, probably retest trend, throw a wick on trend, and then come all the way back down. As of right now, the week is going to be closing bearish more than likely on Sunday. So I'm staying away until after we close the bearish week on Sunday. Not really looking at getting back into any crypto stocks like Riot or Hut 8 Mining or Mara, SOS, whatever, right? Not really looking at getting back into those. I'm just going to be sitting on the sidelines. You can see, I mean, if you want, you can definitely swing this. And buy some, right? But I think for the most part, there's a lot more risk heavy right now, that Bitcoin is going to keep dropping. So I think I'm gonna stay out. I'm bearish on Bitcoin right now. Like I said, you can possibly run back and test that top of the what is it resistance at 62.3 or throw a wake up at the trend before coming back down, or you just come straight back down to 58K, which is what I think is gonna happen. But we'll see. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.